welcome back to another episode here with The Real Deal with
Karen and Maribel. And so we were saying how we had a special surprise for you guys for our episode 10. So we want to introduce you to our sales manager and fellow realtor here with us at Nest. It's Selenne Martin. Selenne, right?
Selenne, yes.
See,
I always wonder that. Oh,
yeah, right now we're gonna clarify because
Yes.
I have always wondered too because
Thank you.
I hear Steven say it the right way.
Yes.
But then I'll hear other people in the office not say it the right way. So then I'm like, which is the right way?
The right way is Selene.
Selene. Okay.
If you can't say it, I always say Celine because a lot of people can't pronounce it.
Okay.
That's why I'm like,
okay, see, that's what I'm always curious because I've heard
Ah.
people say Celine.
Yes.
And I was like, wait, is it Selene or is it Celine?
Yeah.
Selene.
Right.
Got it.
So now we got it straight
Now we
up.
know.
Now we
Everybody
know.
out
From
there.
the source, it's
Yes.
Selene.
It is Selene. Okay.
Thanks, you guys.
Well, welcome, Selene. Gracias por
Thank
estar
you.
aquí.
Thank
por
you.
darnos tiempo.
I'm so excited. It's so I feel like I'm with celebrities.
Oh, so sweet.
We're crying.
We'll get there. It's
Soon,
not quite
soon.
yet, but we'll
Well,
get
I
there.
already have one fan.
Exactly.
So, normally I kind of just handle it in English and Karen kind of just does the Spanish part. So
That's
feel free to respond in whatever
Language
Spanglish
here, yes.
floats your boat.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll see. My Spanish isn't that good anymore since I don't really speak it at home much anymore.
Yeah.
But I still speak it, so we'll see what comes out.
So it'll be like me. Like, I don't always, but I can pull it off if I have to.
Yeah. Okay, Selene.
Yes.
Bueno, creo que eso ya me lo has mencionado. ¿Cuánto
Ajá.
tiempo tienes tú haciendo real estate?
Desde el 2010, así que 13 años.
13 años ya.
años.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the
Yeah.
reason why we decided to invite you first, like the
Okay.
first of our guest episodes here, because you asked.
I know. I was like, I want to be a guest. It's fine. I just get so excited when people do stuff like this. And I don't know. I just thought what you guys were doing so great. And when I saw that first episode, I'm like, oh my God, this is so awesome and like so relatable. And I'm like, it's so cool. And I've always wanted to do like a podcast.
Yeah.
But I've never had, like, I guess the courage to actually do it,
Oh.
especially doing it alone. So I love that you girls are doing it together because it's more fun.
It's
inviting.
definitely easier
Yeah.
too.
That's why I was like, me invité yo sola.
No es cierto, no es nada más por
Yeah,
eso. Like, siempre, a mí siempre me ha dado así como que, like, I kind of look up to you because
thank
of your attitude. I feel like you
thank
have
you.
this como que, like, a todo mundo le caes bien y todo el
Aw.
mundo se siente con confianza de venir
Gracias.
contigo.
Gracias.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what, something easy, like, I know Selene, I mean, it might not work with her schedule or whatever, but I want to have her, like,
Oh,
on our
thank you.
episode.
Well, thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
So,
excited.
but yeah, and también porque pues hemos hecho estos episodios como pues que es nuestra vida de madres y nuestra vida en el
Sí,
negocio
sí.
y pues tú también eres una mamá.
Ujú.
¿Cuántos babies tienes?
3.
3 babies.
3.
Right in the middle of us.
Ajá. Abril tiene 5, Daisy tiene 4 y Logan tiene 2.
Oh,
And I
pequeñitos.
remember when you had
Bien
it.
pegadito. Right? I know.
God.
Well, you've been with the company how long?
Since 2020.
2020. Okay, so yeah,
Like
so
the
you saw
end
me
of
have
2020.
Logan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh
I know.
my God.
Crazy.
Like briefly before you had him, you like would come into the office every
Yeah.
once in a while.
With Ma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've had all
That's
babies here because
cute.
I've been with AG since day one, since
Yeah.
2010. Well, with Steven
Yeah.
and
So
AG
how did you
and-
start with Steven? Kind of take us back. Like, go back. If we had one of those like.
So I started in 2010. We were at another company here in Maria Valley,
Mhm.
and Steven was a top agent at the office. Steven was that top agent at the office,
Mhm.
and there were a couple other agents that were doing really good. Everybody was older. At the time, I was 20 because I got licensed when I was 20. So he was a top agent, and then that's around the time where I met my now husband, Brian. And then him and Brian were friends, and then Steven and I started hanging out because of Brian and stuff like that. And I was the youngest agent in the office.
Yeah.
And Spanish speaking as well, because everybody else was white or didn't speak Spanish or whatever the reason was. And Steven got a Zillow account at that time.
Oh, wow.
And this was 2010, 2011.
Wow, yeah.
He got a Zillow account and he's like, hey, I need a Spanish speaker. You want to do it? And I'm like, let's do it. So we started doing it. We started working it with Danny. And little by little, that took off from there. We've been like this ever since.
Yeah.
He's like my little brother. Older little brother that I have to take care of. And yeah, we've been close. Like, he was in our wedding. He was one of my husband's groomsmen and everything.
Wow.
So it took off from there.
That's awesome.
And then he started AG because it was just Steven and me working together. And he started AG and started his team and took off from there. Yeah.
So yeah, you have really seen it from like nothing and into like where we are right now.
Yes, I have, like, every step of the way.
That's crazy.
Completely different from what it is today.
It's
exciting.
Crazy. That's so cool.
That sounds amazing. It's like to witness all of that, you know?
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's crazy.
¿Cuánto tiempo entonces es que tiene que estás, bueno, que se formó AG, que has estado con AG?
Creo que Steven formó AG como en el 2011, 2012 por ahí.
Oh, wow. So, no, ni siquiera fue tanto tiempo de que digamos que, o sea, él estaba produciendo muy bien and he decided to just build his own thing.
Es cuando nos empezaron a llegar los leads de Zillow, vimos que, vamos a ocupar más gente. Porque en ese entonces las casas valían $150,000, $130,000 y pues toda la gente quería comprar. Así que poquito a poco empezamos a agregar gente, agregamos a un muchacho, pero no teníamos los sistemas que teníamos hoy y duró como una semana y después dijo, peace out.
Oh, man.
It was so bad. It was so bad. But it's trial and error. Like, we figured it out. And then we added a guy named William. He was a really good agent. He moved to Texas recently. Really nice guy. So, William, if you watch this, we miss you out here. I was really sad when he got married and he left. I'm like, no! But we also... Who else? Then we added Gabby. We added Gabby around that time, like a couple years after he started the team.
Yeah.
And she was with us for a while, obviously. And then just started adding people little by little.
That's really cool.
It's crazy. And then we got our own office and another office and like that. Yeah.
That's insane.
Wow,
I've seen people come and go.
Eso es algo que tú mirabas como estaba en tu vista a tu, como digamos en tu negocio. Eso es lo que tú mirabas en un futuro para tu negocio. O tú pensabas like, no, I just want to sell homes. I just want to help people. That's it. I don't want to be in charge of a team or I don't want to help build a team. Was that something that...
So, yo siempre... A mí me gusta vender casas porque me gusta ayudar a la gente. Y la razón por la que me metí a vender casas es porque una gente se aprovechó a mis papás cuando compraron una casa. Su primera inversión en Bakersfield. Se aprovechó de ellos, afortunadamente. Entonces dije, yo quiero hacer eso para ayudar a la gente. Y entonces a mí siempre ha sido de ayudar a la gente, pero nunca me imaginé tener mi propio equipo, ser manager, lo que sea, como lo que estoy haciendo ahorita. Yo nomás lo hacía. Oops. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. Hey, listen. As we always said, we're not professionals. We're winging it every step of the way.
So, desde el principio me gustaba ayudarle a toda la gente. Así que cuando me metí de manager, pues se sintió, pues ya era tiempo, ¿no? Ya dije, pues sí, me gusta ayudar a la gente, eso es lo que estoy haciendo. Quiero que los otros agentes como ustedes aprendan de mí, de mis errores, para poder ayudar a sus clientes. Y más que todo, quería enseñar a los agentes a hacer las cosas bien y representar a sus clientes bien. Porque obviamente vemos a otros agentes que no se hacen las cosas como se tienen.
Están mal.
Dejan muchas cosas que desear.
Sí, exacto. Entonces dije, ok, esa fue mi mentalidad. Quiero ayudarles, enseñarles, pero de cualquier manera ya lo estaba haciendo con los otros agentes. Siempre me llamaban para ayudarles, aunque no fuera manager. Pero yo siempre daba esa información, pues, a todo el mundo. A mí no me importa. Así que me gusta ayudar.
That is so
cool. Así es como me metí.
¿Cómo ha sido ahora? Porque pues eso ya empezó desde hace tiempo, tú empezaste, como dices, ayudando con Steven, ahora están aquí, pero ¿cómo ha sido el camino adaptándote en tener cargo de esto de tu negocio y siendo mamá?
Yeah, how was that when you well, even back, how was it as you're growing your business and then getting married and becoming a couple, and then from there going from being a couple to having your first and becoming a family, while still maintaining this momentum in business and growing?
So I think in this industry, it's like super important to have a spouse that understands that this job, unfortunately, is 24/7. Yes, at some point in your career, and I feel like I've been there for a while, where you can set your hours and your time frames, but while you're building your career, building that reputation, you pretty much have to work all the time. So my husband has always been very supportive of my career and the schedule and stuff like that.
Is he an agent also?
No, he does IT. He has his own, his own company. Which is how I met him, because he was doing the IT for that office at that time. He was like setting up my computer.
Okay.
It's a different thing.
And he's his own business person.
He's self-employed.
So then,
okay,
so he does understand in that aspect what self-employed, what it means, how you can't rely on someone else, it's you.
Yes, exactly. And so he came from that background, and his dad was also self-employed, like had his own mechanic shop. So like and my parents have their own shop. You know, they're self-employed. So we both came from that background where we both understand the demands of being a business owner, because that's what we are. We're business owners. If we don't work, we don't get paid, right?
Yeah.
So he was always very understanding on the weekends, doing tons of open houses. We got married. Obviously, it was fine. Nothing changed. Kept doing the same thing. Literally, when I got pregnant, like I kept working. I was literally with all 3 kids. I worked up until my water broke. Literally with my first son.
Oh wow.
It was in October. It was like 7:00 at night. I was handing over keys to my clients that had just sold and bought.
Yeah.
And I'm handing them over the keys, taking their photos, we're walking around the house. Like, it looks so good. I'm like, great. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'll check in with you guys soon. And then I'm walking back to my car, and I've been carrying a towel with me because I was already like 40 weeks pregnant, 41 weeks like past.
Oh.
And
so you're just prepared.
I'm prepared, like any day now. They're like, okay, if you don't happen by this, like they're gonna induce you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay at home, but I'm gonna carry a towel with me in case it happens when I'm out.
My seats were fabric, so I didn't want to ruin it. It was my little toaster. So I was like, carrying that towel, whatever. So I get in the car and I sit down. I'm like, oh, okay. I think my water broke. Like at some point when I was doing that, like when I was handing over the keys to my clients in the house, and I'm like, okay, I get home and sure enough there's like a puddle on the towel, and I'm like, oh shit. So then I get home, I told my husband, I'm like, I think my water broke, like let's go to Kaiser.
Yeah.
Sure enough, like it was my water. So like all 3 times I literally work up until my water broke.
That's crazy.
And it's so funny because I was like, I remember this client when I took the listing, I was like pregnant.
Yeah.
And they're like, so one of their concerns before they signed the listing agreement, they're like, you're like, what if you have your baby? And I'm like, well, I'm going to keep working. Like, that's all I know. Like, I love to work. And they're like, okay. And like, literally, I kept my promise where I'm like, you're going to get your keys before I have this baby.
Yeah.
I gave them keys and I
had the baby.
I had the baby. It was so crazy. It's just,
Baby's like, what, keys?
Yeah, like, let's go,
our
Mom.
cue.
We're done.
We're good. We're ready. We've been holding on long enough.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. And same with Daisy. And Logan, I think I was at work. And then I think I got induced because of my blood pressure. I had like a normal. Everything was healthy. All 3 pregnancies, thank God. But my blood pressure for the last one was getting higher and higher. So like, we're just going to induce you a week early, like just for precaution. I said, okay. But literally it was here. I was like, okay, maybe go to my doctor's appointment. And boom, like,
like,
okay, let's go have a baby now. Okay.
Basically how they do that at doctor's appointments. They're like, we'll see. We don't know. You get there. Yeah, you're going now. Like,
it is.
What do you mean now? I don't
have a
bag. I have nothing. No, go now. No.
Ni modo. No hay tiempo.
I know. It's great. And I'm so glad that it happened that way because Logan ended up being like 9 pounds and 8 ounces or 10 ounces.
Really?
And I'm like, if I would have got another week, like that would have been like 12-pound baby. Like, thank God.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Right? Wait, your baby was 9 pounds?
Yeah, Rocco. 9 pounds. he was like 3 ounces shy of 10.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Dang.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was
Crazy.
overdue.
That's
Imagine.
He was 40. I think he was like 40, almost 40 or almost 41.
Yeah.
I was at like 40 and a half or something. Because
crazy.
they were like, okay, we'll wait and see if he does or doesn't. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm like inducing. Then I got to sit there
I
in the bed
know.
all day long. It's a pain. And
Yeah, it's scary.
yeah, so I was like, well, please, can we just try to see if he'll come out?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure enough.
No, they're like, no, he's.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're like, no, we got to send you over because it's already been, past.
Yeah.
It's almost 41.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he's measuring kind of big. And it looks like his head is like already 15 centimeters. I was like, yeah.
You like get him out already?
Yeah,
Don't let him
we're
get
not
any bigger.
doing, yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're like, it may have to be C-section. I said, you said 15. The 10 is the biggest. Of course it's going to be a C-section. The math, come on now.
Oh,
I was
my
talking to a
God.
friend, and she just had her baby, and her baby was 12 pounds.
They were.
And she had
yeah.
her, like, vaginal. And I'm just like, girl, what?
Oh my
And
gosh.
unmedicated.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I'm
no.
like, what? I'm like, congratulations.
Yeah.
I would not.
No.
I took the epidural 3 times.
Yep.
Easy route. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's. The epidural with Kelly wore off toward the end, like as I'm pushing her.
Oh my god.
And that was enough for me to be like, yeah, this is not something you want to do
Yeah.
the whole time you're waiting. No.
Medicated. Oh, my God.
I try to go like a little bit, like, let me see how much I can stand.
Yeah.
Just for me to know,
Uh-huh.
right? And then I'm like, yeah, no, fuck this.
Yeah.
We're good.
No.
I have nothing to prove. I'm having a baby.
Yeah.
We're good. You give me the drugs.
I was like, that was Maddie, because she was the first, and I was like, I was 19, right? So I was young. I was like, well, let's just see, blah, blah. And then the
Right.
first, like, contractions happened, because they induced me for,
Yeah.
all my children had to be evicted, first of
Oh
all.
my gosh.
They are all, we got to 40
They're
weeks
just
for
comfy.
everybody. Yeah, they were not budging at all.
Really?
So with Maddie, it was like how you did.
Yeah.
They go to your appointment, and they're like, "Oh, go over." And I was like,
Yeah.
"What you mean? You didn't prep me the last
Yeah.
time. Well, we were just here last week. You didn't say, oh, you may have to go.
You lied.
You
You're just
lied.
like,
You
boom.
should just come be ready." No, they're like, "We'll see you next week." Next week comes. They're like, "Yeah, her fluid's low. Just, we're
Oh my gosh.
go over, induce you." And I was like,
Really?
I was not prepared at all
Oh,
for this.
my God.
Wow.
They didn't explain the process, nothing. They're just like, go next door. I'm like, you do know this is the first one. Like, I don't know
Like, yeah.
anything about what's happening, right?
Yeah.
Just follow,
I don't think they
just follow
remember that
directions.
sometimes.
Just go to
Yeah.
the summer.
So then I go and they start giving you the drug to induce it, right?
Mhm,
And then
yeah.
they break your water. So once that real first contraction hit, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, yeah, we're not doing this for the whole however long it has to be. No,
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Get the needle. Where's the
let's
anesthesiologist?
go.
Call him up.
Yeah. Oh
So
my
for
gosh.
Kelly, I was like, you know what? Just, we're not waiting. Get it in
Get
there.
them ready. Have them wait for me.
Yep. Let's meet at the same time because we're not.
Oh,
No.
my God. That's
I know.
crazy.
Yeah, especially once they break your water, like
Mhm.
they get stronger.
Yes.
You really
I
feel
remember
them.
that. That's why I was like, because I tried. They're like, well, we can give you an IV drug. I was like, sure, okay, no, don't take the IV
Yeah, it's
drug.
like a liquid Tylenol or something like
yeah.
that, right?
Well,
yeah.
it made me dizzy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have never in my life been so dizzy. You know how when they say the room spins?
Yeah.
Okay, I actually
Really?
experienced that where I would look, and it was like this. I was like,
No
oh
way.
no, take it out, get it out.
I don't want
Flush it
this.
out. I don't want this. I was closing my eyes like.
Oh, my
Yeah, but then you spin with it, right?
You
You're
still
just
feel
like-
it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I closed my eyes. I was like, please God, please just let this go away. I won't ask for this no more. And I was like, nurse, give me the back drugs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's the real stuff?
Yeah.
How old were you when you had your first baby?
19.
19? Oh my gosh, you were like still a baby too.
Mhm.
So this is all new to you.
Oh yeah.
Completely new. Like,
Totally. That's why I was like, what? No one bothered to like
yeah.
the process. The doctor was like, well, this is what's gonna happen, and you're gonna go,
Aww.
and da da da. No, they're like, go.
You,
And I was like,
crazy.
really? And
but you
thankfully,
had all
my
your pregnancy to find that out. It's like now we're at the
I
time where
know.
we just need
Yeah.
to go.
yeah, and they didn't even. I was like, oh, okay, great.
Oh my gosh.
Fun.
That's crazy. Dang.
I mean, thankfully, for that appointment, my boyfriend came with me with my husband now.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like as long, because I would
Alone.
always go by myself,
Yeah.
like to all of them. I'd be like, drive down to Loma Linda, get it done. And I was even like thinking in my head, like, how bad is it
Yeah.
when they come? Because I was like already prepping. I was like,
Yeah.
how bad is it when your water breaks? I'm going to have to drive myself down there.
I don't think like all my friends have had kids
Mhm.
when I had kids, and nobody like really warned me about that either. Like they don't prepare you
Mm-hmm.
for that.
Yeah, these are
selfish.
things
I
that
don't. There's a lot that
Thank
nobody's
you,
sharing.
guys.
I'm just
It really
like,
is.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't think my water broke.
No.
No.
Did you have to be induced with Angel?
No.
No, but he came.
They were both at 36 weeks when
Oh,
they
really?
just started to.
Really?
Yeah.
They're like, let's get out.
Both.
Wow.
Really?
And they were both tiny babies, 5-pound babies.
Oh my,
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's so little. I don't even
Yep.
think I've seen this.
I know.
Oh, I think one of my nephews was 5 pounds, and his little head was like the size of my palm. I was like, oh my god, these are not my
Tiny, tiny
babies. Could
face.
never be mine. Matthew was 7 pounds. Kelly was 8 pounds. Rocco was 9, and Natalia was 8 pounds.
Oh,
So I'm like, yeah, could never be my children at 5 pounds
Oh
because
my
they were like, no.
gosh.
Maddie gave them, spread it out, got the room, and they were just like, sure, okay. Previous roommate made it all
I'll stretch a
cozy.
little bit more. Oh. I have some
I
room.
love it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
How big were yours? Yeah, the 2 girls.
So April was 8 pounds
Uh-huh.
something. Daisy was 7 pounds
Mhm.
something, and then Logan was the 9 something. So I got a little bit of both.
Yeah.
April was the hardest. Daisy was easy, like 2 pushes, like boom, done.
Oh, nice.
And then and Logan was pretty easy too. But I think I felt the most with him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
because he was
9
bigger.
pounds,
obviously.
yeah.
So, but
that
yeah,
adds a lot because their head is bigger at that point too.
Yeah.
It just
yeah,
it was.
he was huge. Everybody's like, that's not a baby, that's a toddler. And I'm like, thanks.
That was my son too.
Va a salir caminando.
No, it really was. That was my son
Seriously.
too because I think I don't know. It must have been a slow day for babies that day at the hospital, but they had like called ahead, right?
Uh-huh.
And they said so. Obviously, the nurses already knew.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, okay, well, let's hear about this big baby. And then I went into the ultrasound right before the C-section.
Like you made the newspaper or something.
Everybody, we
Yeah,
got a big
because-
baby.
Because they gave me one more ultrasound beforehand, and they're like, well, you know, it's about 9. They
Yeah.
confirmed it, and they're like, but it could be plus or minus 2 pounds. And in my head, I heard plus 2, so it could be 11 pounds. I'm sorry, what?
You're like, no, let's go.
And so, yeah, so obviously word got up, so all their nurses knew. So I guess when my son came out and my husband went with him to the little nursery, the
Mhm.
nurses were like, oh, so is this him? Is this the baby? And I guess there were other dads there
Yeah.
with their babies, and my son was just like, Gigantor. There's another dad there with his son, and he was like, wait. And here comes my son, he's like, wait.
Oh my god.
No. Really?
No.
I was like, wow, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, babe, this other dad was like all so proud of his son and everything, and then Rocco comes in
The
and
football player.
he like took up most of the little
The
thing
little-
they put him
the
in.
bassinet,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's just this huge little
Aww.
9 pound.
How cute. I love it.
I was like, wow.
How old is he now?
He's
He's not the
now.
baby.
no, Natalia's the baby.
Natalia's a baby.
Yeah, he's
Aw.
8 now officially.
He's 8.
He just turned 8 this month.
And look at him now. He's like tall and skinny.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's like a little stick. But he's so flexible too. He like can still curl like his
Aw.
knees into his chin, and he's like a little ball.
Aww, how cute.
Yeah.
What about you?
Awesome. Ah,
Do you
mis
remember?
niños nunca estuvieron, no, siempre han sido pequeños.
Yeah.
Ah, yo creo que mi hija está más como que on the taller side,
Ajá.
pero no, a mí no tuve complicaciones, no
Qué
era
bueno.
como que nada fuera de lo normal, y digo, eran pequeñitos, o no, la
Qué
verdad
bueno.
no fue nada así como que
Sí.
comparado a todo esto, es like, damn man, I got nothing.
like I feel like the birthing part was like the most, I guess, complicated or like the most wow factor of everything because I was like everything, like all 3 pregnancies were really smooth, thank God. So I was able to work the entire time. I didn't get tired. I was out putting open house signs in heels when I was like 8 months pregnant.
Oh, wow.
My husband's like, let me help you. I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I'll do it. But then when it get really hot, I'm like, okay, now you need to go do it. Because I'm like, it is really hot now. But that's why I tell the agents, like, if I was able to do open house, put out like 20, 30 open house signs in the summer while pregnant, like, you guys can do it too. You guys aren't pregnant. Like, you guys can do it. Exactly. So, like, I set my own bar high. So now I expect everybody else to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So plus it's easy. It's just
it is just
signs. I mean, it's all in your head. I still hate doing it, but I still do it.
Yeah, it's fine. And then the part that's annoying is just crossing the street, waiting for the crosswalk thing to go so you can go and put the sign. Like if you could just go in a row. I feel like that would be the best.
Yeah, because in the driving, it's like, you could probably go, like if you do it all walking. Pero, like, si están a bastante distancia, it's like you gotta hop in the car, then hop in the car.
Yeah, go to this
and then wait to the crosswalk, then cross the street, then do the other one, then the other one.
It's just a little annoying.
That's all it is.
Yeah. No es difícil.
No, it's easy. It's just... Like, I'm good when I'm, like, in a straight line. I'll, like, drive, hop out, put a sign. Drive, hop out, put a sign. Drive, hop out, put a sign. When it's those 4 when I gotta wait for the light, and I'm like, I'm this person pushing the thing. Like, come on.
Why?
Come on.
You
try to trick it.
No porque lo toques más va a cambiar más pronto.
I try to trick it. Maybe it thinks there's, like, 100 people waiting. I'm like, come on.
No.
I think it just gives us something to do while we're standing because it's like so annoying to wait. At least that's my thought.
Yeah.
Hurry up. Like, people are staring. Like, what are they doing?
I know.
Why are these people all dressed up carrying these signs? Like, what's she pulling out of the truck?
House, so you think too by now you would know that it's like a real estate agent putting out an open house.
I'm hosting an open house, yes.
Right. Instead, you should be like, "Where's the open house?"
Yeah, exactly. I've had that happen a few times though.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, where they're like, "Oh, where's the open house?" And I'm like, over here.
Yeah.
Or give them a flyer.
Follow the signs.
Yeah. Exactly. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had that, but I'm like, you can just ask. Oh, where's it at?
Yeah.
We'll tell you where the open house is.
They get those creepers too sometimes.
Oh,
they just want to stare, or like they honk. And I'm like,
like why?
That doesn't happen too often though. Thank God.
I know.
Yeah.
Nunca me ha pasado, pero
no.
I bet, like, I don't know what I would do. I would probably stop in front of the car and be like, what's up?
I know.
You want to know where the open house at?
Here's a flyer.
I don't know, like, what's your problem?
Oh my goodness.
So now now you've got your kids there. They're bigger. So how do you manage it? How is for you running your business and managing having your 3 kids? And they're all like
they're all like, so I had like,
how old is your oldest one again?
5.
She's 5.
5 and a half, 4 and a half.
Just started school?
She just finished TK, her first year.
Oh, so okay, so you had them all under.
I had we had what people call 2 under 2, and then we had Logan again, 3 under 3. Mm-hmm. So it means 3 under the age of 3.
Because the last 2 they're only a year apart.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And I'm done, thankfully, right? But I'm glad that it was those last 2.
I would not recommend it. 0 stars.
Yeah.
So it's...
I can't imagine.
Honestly, I feel like, because I've had other friends have kids, and like, oh, I don't know how you did it. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I feel like these last 5 years were like a complete blur. Like, I don't remember anything. I feel like I blacked out. Like, oh, I don't know.
You like she's in kindergarten.
Seriously. Because my friends asked me, like, how did you do this? How did you do that? And I'm just like, I asked my husband, I'm like, how did we do this? Because I can't remember. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's because, like, you're in... like go mode as a mom already.
Surviving mode.
So
yeah, exactly. So
mom survival mode. Mm-hmm.
But our schedules, my husband's schedule is flexible because obviously he owns a company. So if I'm like, hey, I need to go show a property, I need to go to a listing appointment, or I'm doing an open house this weekend, he's very hands-on with the kids, thank God. So he'll stay home with the kids, and then I'll go show a property. Yeah. But I also have a great support system, not just my husband, but I have my parents that would help. His mom would help as well. And then we have a babysitter, and it's a girl it's my friend's sister that I knew from since 3rd grade.
Oh, wow.
So it's like family.
Yeah.
It's not just like some random person. And she comes to the house, watches them and stuff like that. So like I feel comfortable leaving them at home with her.
That's good.
So I think I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have that support system in place, or just would be a lot more difficult. And it is difficult still. But it would be a lot more difficult. So it's just juggling. I mean, I still feel bad because the kids are like, Mommy, don't go to work. You know, I bet they say that to you guys too. Like, where are you going now? Or, Mommy, can I come with you?
That's why mine are sitting.
I know.
Because, well, and then it's funny because, like, I have no problem bringing them with me, and I have brought them with me. Then I feel bad, though, because I'm like, well, y'all can't come with me into the house. Like, the 2 littlest ones, doing that and showing houses, that was a unique...
Wait, did you take them to showings with you when they were like babies?
Yeah.
Babies? I did that too.
And it's a unique experience to have a baby and a toddler.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it. I really don't. But if you have to, you have to. But
you figure
hard.
it a way.
You do.
Like, we figure, as moms, I feel like we always figure out a way to do things. And I feel like, unfortunately, we figure out way more stuff than men usually do.
Yeah, and thankfully, I'm thankful that my children weren't, like, escandalosos.
Yeah.
They weren't crybabies.
Same.
They, like, I don't know, in their own little minds, like, got on board with it and get the gist.
Because that's all they knew, right? How long have you been doing this for?
Going on 8 years. I have to renew my license this year, so.
So, yes.
Make sure you get on that, because I'll get an email.
I know.
From the DRE.
But, so... Because I got licensed, so I took my exam when I was pregnant with my son, like the month before he was born.
Wow, okay.
And then, so I don't count the first 2 years, really, because, I got licensed and I had him, so it's like, you have a newborn, you can't really... And then right after that, I had Natalia in November the next year, so that's another year. Where I was like, so maybe like the first 2 to 3 years, I don't really tend to count them.
Okay.
Because I was more trying to, like, deal with a newborn and a small child.
Yeah, of course.
So,
and you also had other children, too.
Yeah, well, again, I had the 2 oldest ones, too, so it was like, let me just figure out how to not self-combust.
I feel that.
Yeah, right?
I totally feel that.
Because you're like, okay, I want to, but I can't think about anything else right now because there's these 2 little people who I have to keep alive.
Yeah.
Like, just that alone.
Yeah. Honestly, like, if you feel like if Steven would have asked me to be manager at that time when I had them, I probably wouldn't have done it. Because it's like I have 45 other children in the office on top of my 3 at home. Yeah. Like, there's no way I would have been able to handle that.
Yeah, I can't imagine how you would have said yes to that and still having, your small baby.
Este año me salí, esos últimos 2 años me salieron ganas por los niños de la oficina.
Not my kids.
No mis niños, los de la oficina.
Oh, God. Ya nos está echando la culpa.
So, it's not us, though. Just for the record.
You guys are good.
It's not
I will
us.
say that, yeah. Like, Karen, when you call me, like, I know, like, okay, you're going to listen to what I say. You're going to actually do it. Versus other people, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Why are you even
asking hours?
You know you're not going to do this.
No, for the record, everybody's really good. It's just a lot more stuff. And I'm like, okay, let's fix this, let's fix that. Yeah. And then obviously we have a lot of stuff on the back, and then you guys don't see that. We have to deal with and stuff like that. So it's fine. I think it's just age. I'm blaming it on you guys, but I think it's just age.
Pero ahora que mencionas eso, es me regresa a esto de que tenía, de que tú te sientes cómoda con la atención que le has dado a tu negocio y con la atención que le has dado a tu familia. Tú encontraste este balance y dices, yo estoy cómoda con esto. Porque yo sé que, yo no tengo tanto tiempo haciendo esto, pero al menos con mis hijos, cuando ellos estaban pequeños, estaba en otra industria y era... Sí. Ahora que lo miro me queda así como que era un poquito tonto porque no era algo mío, pero ponían demasiado de mí. Le di mucho tiempo y mucha atención a trabajos que pues a mí en el momento te queda así como que pues es que tengo que trabajar, tengo que hacer dinero.
Sí, exacto.
Pero sí, a veces como que me pongo a pensar en que damn, like, descuidé a mis hijos. Like, a mis hijos yo no los miré por sus primeros años.
Sí.
So, ahora que tú tienes esto, volvemos, tú entiendes que tu negocio no funciona a menos de que tú trabajes, pero la mamá es el glue de la familia. Sí. Tu familia también no funciona si tú no estás bien.
Exactamente.
Pero tú has podido encontrar eso de que tú estás contenta con tu familia y con esto de aquí.
Gracias a Dios, sí. Yo cuando me convertí en mamá, me di cuenta muy pronto, muy rápidamente, de que yo ocupo para mi mentalidad, para estar sana mentalmente, ocupo trabajar. Tengo que trabajar, me tengo que sentir independiente y también darles ese ejemplo a mis hijas más que todo.
Yeah.
Lo que es ser independiente, lo que es ser trabajar. Y sí, es difícil vender casa, ser manager, ser mamá, ser esposa y todo lo demás, pero siempre hay algo, y ya que empezó la escuela, hice mis hijas prioridad, mis hijos prioridad. Siempre tiene los awards en la escuela, que tiene un baile porque bailaron un poco loco en la escuela. Para el 5 de mayo dije, tengo que estar allí. Yeah. O sea, y eso fue algo que yo también entendí muy cuando me convertí en mamá, porque mis papás tienen su propio negocio y ellos, por estar trabajando en su negocio, faltaron muchas cosas de mi escuela, de mis hermanas y todo eso. Así que dije, yo no quiero hacer eso, puedo encontrar el balance. Hay días que no voy a poder estar en la casa todos los días, o voy a tener que estar con mi esposo, con la babysitter todo el día, pero es un sacrificio para poder darles esto. Pero sé que más adelante o la semana que viene, pues vamos a estar, voy a pasar todo el día con ellas o todo eso. Pero en las mañanas me levanto con ellas, las llevo a la escuela, caminamos los 3 a la escuela, nos regresamos, cenamos juntos todos los días. Así que pues, hacemos cosas que son importantes para mí, que yo vi que en mi familia no podemos hacer, porque mis papás estaban trabajando, como te digo, sacrificaron mucho. Dije, ok, yo quiero hacer las cosas un poquito diferentes. Aprendí de ellos. Ellos hicieron mucho, gracias a Dios nos dieron todo lo que tenemos hoy, pero yo quiero hacer las cosas un poquito más diferente y hacer mis hijos prioridad. Así que he aprendido a, después de cierta hora, no contestar las llamadas. O sea, he podido no hacer open houses todos los fines de semana, porque antes estaba haciendo open houses 3, 4 fines de semana al mes, que es cada fin de semana. Así que, pero ese era, that was like my bread and butter. Like open houses, I could meet somebody and convert it. It's like where all my business came from. And now it's like referral business. And that's the other thing. I've been doing this for so long now that it's become referral based. Mainly, thank God I really don't have to go out there and be door knocking or looking for business like that, where my clients just call me. I stay in touch with them, like I still do that kind of work, but it's just referral now, where I don't, like I said, I don't have to be doing open houses every weekend, but I still enjoy doing them. And just doing it like that. It's weird, like I feel like as moms, like we just figure it out. Like once you're put in that position, you're like, okay, let's do this. We'll figure it out. You just do it, and you just you do this, you do this, you do this, and that's it.
You have to.
Pero esa es la cosa, que a veces siento que, pues sí, nos ponemos en esta posición en que we have to. It's not because we chose to do it. It's because we really have to. Pero hay muchas veces en las que sí, en vez de sentirte accomplished, porque como dices tú estás buscando tu independencia, tu trabajo, eso es lo que a ti te hace sentir bien. Pero quizás también puede haber otra parte de ti que diga, sí, me siento bien en mi área laboral, pero en mi familia, mis hijas necesitan algo. So, es como que sí, we figure it out and we make it work. But at the end of the day, we have to end up compromising something. And al final del día es como que, is it worth it? Is it worth me giving my time to this, or should I give more time to this? And it's complicated.
And it is very complicated. What did you do before you got into real estate?
I'm a chef, so I used to be in the kitchen. So
have you were a chef and you haven't cooked for us? How do we not know this?
I keep saying that I gotta like go grocery shopping, then go to her house, and I can meal prep like a proper healthy week for myself.
You need to do like an episode cooking.
We should.
That'd be fun.
We should.
With like some wine.
See, look it. This is why we have Selene as our first guest. She's just coming up with these ideas for us.
I'm just hungry. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm over sugar, girl. It's fine.
it is hard, like, to figure out. Yeah, there are days where I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I really wish I was home. But, you know, I know it's not going to be like this always. So right now I'm taking advantage while I can. But I also try to figure out, okay, if I spent so much time this week in the office or with clients and stuff like that, like, okay, I need to take this weekend off, these next few day offs to be with them because they've neglected them so much this week. We got this past year, we got a Disney pass, like the basic Disney pass, the $500 one. I got one for me and the girls because Logan's still too little to go to Disneyland, and that's been our thing. Like once or twice a month, we just take off. April gets out of school early on Wednesdays, and we're just like, let's go to Disneyland, and that's been like my me time, and like spending time with them, and that also comes back to like my parents. My parents would always send us with family. Oh, viene tu familia de México, vete a Disneylandia con ellos. And so we would do that. So I'm like, I want to enjoy this with them. Little stuff that I didn't get to do with my parents, I want to do with them. Yeah. But I also ask them, like, hey, what do you guys think? But if they're saying, like, Mom, you're working too much. Or, can I go with you? Like, little stuff that they say as kids, like, indirectly, that's showing you that they need you and want you. Then that's where I take a step back and say, like, okay, you know, I'll work from home, or I'll leave early today. Or we'll take this weekend off, we'll go to the beach, whatever. Like this morning I took him to breakfast, just me and the 3 kids. My husband was working. We went to Polly's Pies. I'm like, oh my God, it's the best day ever. And I'm just like, it's Polly.
Isn't that so cute? Like,
it's anything for them.
Yeah, that will be the best day ever. Like, I forgot what we did with Rocco and the kids. Oh, I think we just, so we had to go with my cousin's baby was having her first birthday, and we were gonna go to that. We're driving down there, so then we call Maddie because she's still at school finishing her finals, and she's sounding kind of down because chemistry is just not, you know, happening, whatever. And we're just like, do you want us to go over to see you? And she's like, no, it's fine, you don't have to. I'm like, no, we're gonna go. Just get dressed, get ready. It was Sunday. Just get dressed, get ready. We're gonna go over there. She's like, no, really, it's okay. We're like, it's fine. We're still in enough time where we can switch gears. So we ended up going, you know, I called my cousin, like, you know what, I can't go. Thankfully, like, she's been through the whole thing, too. She's like, no, I totally get it. Yeah. I remember being in her position, you know, just go. It's fine. So we go from being on the 60 to LA to the 71 going to Orange County. And then I think we just took him to downtown Disney just to walk around or whatever. And Rocco and Natalia were like, oh my God, this is like the best day ever. Because they got to go into the Lego store. And I think the last time we went to the Lego store, he wasn't even born. I was pregnant with him.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So for him, it was like, because he's really into Legos right now. And he was just like, oh my God. Yeah. And it was the best day ever.
Yeah. So it's the little things. Yeah. You just figure it out. Like there's really no, because I have friends that are also realtors. They're moms as well. And they're like, what's the balance? What's the balance? And I have a friend, she's dedicated. She used to do really good production, but she's like, you know what? I have 4 or 5 years left before my kids go off to college. She's like, I'm just going to dedicate more time to them. And so she's put her business on the back burner, which is fine. She still gets referrals. She's really good. She's not out there actively looking for it, but she's such a good mom, and she's so dedicated. She's at the PTA meetings. She does gifts for the teachers. She drops them off at practice, at band practice. She goes away with them for the weekend. And I'm like, damn, like, that's so good. Yeah. I wish I could do that as well. But I know that for my mental health, I need to, like, take a step back and go into the office and do my business. And then I can come back and, like, be healthy and present for my kids as well. And then going to the gym helps a lot. Like, before I started going to the gym, like, I'm like, what was I doing? I've never been, like, a fitness person. Right. But then right before I had April, I started going to the gym, like, regularly, and that, like, really changed my mindset and how I feel, like, more focused and everything. That was a big life changer for me, like, starting actively going to the gym. I found, like, a big drive in myself that I'd never seen in myself, and I didn't know existed. Yeah. Either.
It feels good.
It does feel really good.
Yeah. I feel like it relaxes you. The thing is, like, getting to the gym. Yeah. That's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to put my body through all this and then wake up tomorrow sore. But once you're there, it's like, this is actually really cool. Like, I'm relaxed. Nobody's bothering me. I'm not listening to anything. My mind is like como en vacía. It's like I'm just listening to music.
I don't mind it. I don't go because the gym's expensive for one. But I don't mind, like, working out. I don't mind it. It's just getting into it when there's no, like, motivating factor for me. I guess because I played soccer when I was younger. All the way up to, like, my senior year of high school. So I always, there was a point to why I was going through all of this. It was to be better playered for a game. Like, I don't like running, but I went and did cross country and track so I could be a better player.
Oh, interesting.
So now when I'm like, I mean, I know, like, for me, but I'm like, yeah, it's just me. I can live with it. Fine. There's no, like, motivating factor. There's no, like, thing or challenge or something that I have to, like, be prepared for. So it's really hard mentally for me to be like, okay, you're going to start working out. Like, because there's no driving force because of how I think of it. But I don't mind once I do it. I don't mind being sore the next day.
Like, you never regret going to a workout, right? Like, you always feel good after. You never regret exercising.
And I'm always like, the next day if I'm sore and I can't sit on the I'm like this, just sit down. I'm still like, you know what? It's okay, because it's only going to last today. I'll be able to sit down tomorrow.
You're just like, oh, I know. Oh my God, maybe it's because, like, you did soccer when you were younger, so, like, you see, at least for me, I feel like you see exercising differently than what I did. I like I said, I always saw it as, like, something to help me be better at something that I like doing. I didn't see it as, like, oh, a chore or anything. But now, because I don't have that, I'm like, oh, what's the point? Like, I know what the point is for, but for me, myself, it's not enough of a motivator to be like, I mean, I want to look better, sure, of course, but we all do.
it's not enough for me to want to get up real early.
That's not the only way that I can get to that body. I can go and get, schedule a surgeon. And
exactly. It's like, because I'm like, no, I have no one else depending on me to, like, go to the gym. So I'm like, why am I gonna? It's fine. It's
fine. No, there's days where my husband's like, when I'm, like, in a bad mood, he's like, you need to go to the gym, because he knows that's gonna help me, like, just get me back focused, and, like, I can feel it, like, I can see and feel a difference in myself. I get home from the gym, because I usually go in the evening. I get home from the gym, and I'm like, I'm cleaning, like, I'm just, like, energized and everything, and I'm just, like, in a better, happier mood. So that's something I never experienced before I started going to the gym. So I have to make sure, like, I go at least 3 times a week.
No, it's like in Legally Blonde, right?
Yeah, it's the endorphins.
Yes, exactly.
They make you happy.
And happy people don't kill their husbands.
Exactly. Maybe that's what my husband said me to the gym.
It's like, you need to go.
Before she kills me. He's probably gonna watch and be like, she figured it out.
He's gonna be like, no, babe, no, that's not it.
He's like, no.
It's like, I want you to have your time.
How about you?
I'll be like, I know, I figured it out tonight.
Oh
my gosh.
Do you have any more questions for Selene?
No creo. Es like, creo que hemos explorado cómo has manejado tu negocio. Y pues más que nada, yo creo que siempre lo hemos hablado, es como que algo con lo que te sientes cómoda. Y todos te dicen, ¿verdad? Si tú haces lo que te gusta hacer, it will never feel like work. So tú has encontrado que te gusta demasiado para trabajar hasta que estás dando a luz. So, es increíble mirar cómo ha pasado todo esto, cómo has llegado hasta acá, cómo es que manejas tu tiempo y cómo es que has encontrado, como dices tú, el hábito de que a lo mejor, pues, yendo al gimnasio es cuando... Porque es estresante, familia y trabajo no es lo único que puedes tener en tu vida. Y muchas personas, desgraciadamente, encuentran esa salida de formas no tan saludables. Pero al menos tú has encontrado esta área en donde dices, pues, esto es lo que me ayuda. And it's also better for you, your health and your family.
For sure.
And that balance isn't just one way to be every week. Like, it changes from week to week, from day to day.
Yeah, and you have to realize that, like you said, it's going to change day to day. There's no set schedule. There's no set routine. Life happens. We're moms. Like, majority of responsibility is going to fall on us. No matter how hands-on or how flexible the dad's schedule is, it's always going to fall on us because we're the moms. Our kids want us. Yeah. They depend on us. And my kids and my husband are always going to come first. So you just have to be able to adapt to it and make sure that, you know, be transparent with your clients too. I've always been transparent with my clients. Like, hey, you know what? I had this family thing. Some clients might not like it. Then I realize, you know what? They're not a fit for me. So I just go ahead and hand them off to somebody else.
Have you done that?
I have done that. Yeah.
Or like, you know what? We can't. It's not going to work. Like,
I have done that. Not luckily, hasn't happened too many times. I think maybe 2-3 times max.
Okay.
But I've had to do it, and it was fine. Like, I knew it was going to cause me too much stress, and there's no amount of money that would warrant me putting myself and my family in that position and then give my client, you know, bad quality service. So then I just hand it off to somebody that can and just go from there. But yeah, it happens. You have to like learn to value your time and what's important to you so you can serve yourself and your clients as well. Hopefully that makes sense.
It does. It does. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're right. It's just balancing, knowing it's going to change, but there's a balance to every day. To, like you said, some days you're working more. Okay, the next couple days you don't work as much.
Yeah.
Es cierto, no, y sí es cierto, no lo había pensado así como que sí, no, una semana no se va a mirar igual que la otra.
Especialmente en este tipo de trabajo.
Estábamos hablando apenas de cómo organizar tu semana y ser más productivo y todo, pero y es tan fácil. Es como que, well, this is all you need to do. Like probably 3 or 4 activities that are going to drive your business. But I guess the challenging part comes when you start incorporating family and kids and school drop-offs and school pickups and appointments. And it's like, I totally get it. This is what I have to do. But my kid, it's not that the kids get on the way, but it's like, I can't say
they're
no.
They're first, so you have to drop them off at school. You have to pick them up. You can't just leave them there. So you figure out a way. Hey, you know what? I can't meet you today at 3 because my kids gets out. Can I meet you at 4? Gives me enough time. And your client should be able to respect that. I mean, we're human. I'm pretty sure they have kids too. For the most part. They'll understand.
And as much as we try to balance and incorporate for them their work schedule, it's, you know, setting that up from the beginning, probably when you first meet your client, just like, hey, okay.
And it makes you real too. I feel like when you're with your clients and you share stuff like that, like, okay, like this is actually a person that has a family and they're gonna take care of me, because like why would anybody, you know, do their family wrong like that?
Right.
So like so they were gonna treat me the same. At least that's how I see it with my clients. I treat them like I would treat my sister. Like if my sister wants to go buy a house like in a bad area, I tell my clients, like, oh, it's not that great, but it's up to you. Like, this is my opinion. You guys decide if you guys want it.
I've done that and then we like, sure, we could go look at it, but I mean,
not
over
really.
Here, I'm gonna take you over here instead. And then usually just by my face expression, they'll know. Be like, why is it not good? Be like, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but. Would you live there? Me? No, I wouldn't live there.
But if you ask me that, if I would live there.
If you want to live there, but me personally, no, I wouldn't live there. And then usually they're like, okay, got it. Because you know how we have the rules as realtors, now we can't really like steer. So I'm like, I'm not going to say anything, but look at this.
Yeah, exactly.
Ask me if I would live there. No, I would not live there.
Yeah.
That should be enough.
They get it. They understand. I feel like we're able, at least with you girls, I feel like we're able to connect with our clients. I feel like we're more personable and more real with our clients than the average agent that just wants to put lipstick on a pig and make the next sale.
Yeah, exactly.
So
no, I try to get to know as much about them, and I'm like, you can't help it if you're on the phone and you hear them in the back. My kids, like. Yes, those are mine. Yes, you can hear them. It is what it is. I hear yours too. Don't worry about it. I recognize.
I totally. Yeah, there's days where I'm like on the phone and the kids like literally. I don't know if your kids do this too, but my kids they're quiet all day. But the moment the phone rings and I get on the phone, they're like like fighting and screaming and crying. I'm like, you guys were quiet all day. You guys decided to fight like right now. I run to the garage, pull the door behind me, and I'm like, and they're like pulling on the door to try to get in there with me, and I'm like holding it. And I'm like, yes, it's still there. Would you like to see it? And they're just like pulling on the door, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Like a meme, you're like the other side. Here's a very calm you, and then there's like everything's burning on the other side.
Yeah, it's Ryan Reynolds, right? That meme you see here. That's my life when I'm working from home. That's why I like to come into the office. That's why I need to come into the office.
I know.
You guys get it now?
Yep, totally. We're there with you.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been really fun.
It has.
Thank you.
Yes. We appreciate you coming on
thank
and
you.
sharing your
I'm excited
perspective.
that I was on here.
I know. We're excited.
This is so much fun. I can't wait to see who else you guys bring on.
I know. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna try to pick some more fun, exciting moms, non-moms. Guys even get their perspective.
Oh, that'd be like guy parents that we was trying to do okay, not just like single guys kind of thing, but like guys with kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that'll be good.
We'll find some. Or if you want to volunteer, comment, share. Do you want to come on? Are you a guy?
There's dads on the team too.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have quite a few dads now on the team. Which is before it was a bunch of just like single guys, but now we got quite a few dads.
That's good.
Yeah. This is exciting. I love your show, by the way.
Oh,
So
thank
you.
We tried.
I'm so proud of you guys too, because I've seen you from like when you first joined the company, and then obviously when you joined, I didn't like really see you that often. But then I saw you guys starting to work together, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love like this partnership. You guys like figured out that it works for you guys and that accountability. So I love that. I'm really proud of you guys.
Yes. Thank you. We're trying. We've got our goals for Paris. Paris, we're coming for you.
Yes, they are. Be prepared.
You want us to. You want to work with us. Just forget everyone else. Stop getting those one-night stand agents. No.
Yeah, no.
One-night stand.
Well, they are because they list it once and then you never hear from them again.
Yes,
like a one-night stand. You don't.
We're here for you.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You want to be in a relationship.
A committed long-term relationship.
Monogamous relationship. With us. We'll take care of you till the end. All right. Well, like, share, comment below. Any idea topics, anything you got for us, let us know. We'd love to hear it. And this has been episode 10 with our guests. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I need to catch up then. I thought it was only like a few in.
No,
we're around 10. I'm horrible.
You can binge it one day. We've set up our bios on Instagram for a Linktree. That's just all the episodes.
Okay. I'm going to send it to all my family so they can check
Yay!
Well, my husband's side won't understand it because they're white, but my Mexican side will get it.
It's Spanglish, so it'll help them learn. So when everyone gets together, they'll be like, oh, I know what they're saying.
Pero no sé si eso sea bueno para ella ahora.
Oh,
no, it'll be fine.
No, they're fine. They'll be fine.
So this has been another episode of The Real Deal with
Karen
and Maribel. So we'll see you on the next one.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.